Girl Guidance podcast with Millie Burns, brought to you by Flourish magazine. I'm your host Millie, and today I'm joined with two special guests,
Daisy
and Phoebe,
and we're going to discuss social media and how it's affecting us as a generation. So guys, how do you think social media is affecting us? Do you think it's positive or negative?
both.
I also agree.
Yeah, I agree with that as well, guys.
Like on Instagram, it will just be loads of skinny queens. And
Yeah,
you're like,
true.
oh.
No, every time you go on Instagram, you're literally shoved in your face with a picture of this really, like, typically skinny, tall, like, airbrushed woman, and it just makes...
chest.
Yeah, and it just makes everybody... It just makes every, like, normal girl feel...
Not normal.
like, rubbish.
Because everyone's commenting, and it makes you think, like, you know it's kind of fake because they're photoshopped, but because everyone's commenting, it's like, okay, well...
Yeah.
It's like... I know it's not real, but it's real.
And
everyone thinks it's real.
There's this huge thing with catfishing as well. It's like, I would, not so much anymore, but I would like leave the house and think, oh my god, I have to have my makeup on because people are going to see me and think, I don't look like my Instagram.
That, yeah. I get that.
And it's just weird.
Yeah, but then it's hard to know on social media what's real and what's not real because there's so many things you can do.
I was talking about this the other day. You know Chloe Ferry from Geordie Shore?
Yeah.
She has been affected by this so much. Since going on Geordie Shore, she has had so much...
Yeah, have you seen it before and after? They're two different people.
It's sad. I think it's actually heartbreaking.
Yeah.
She was saying in an interview that she actually regrets doing it.
I always think it's easy for like people to go, oh, it's their choice, they can do whatever they want, and like be like it's empowering because they get to choose if they get plastic surgery, but it's not, because if you think about where it comes from, it's like kind of sad.
It comes
that
from
they
a
feel
place
like they
of
have to do
insecurity
that.
because we feel like, as young girls, that if we don't look how all these social media people look, then we're ugly. Literally, that's it. And that's why Chloe Ferry, because she's on, like she was 19 when she joined Geordie Shore. That's so young to be exposed to all of that hate and horrible comments. She's literally had a boob job. Apparently she's had 2 ribs removed to make her, like, her waist so skinny. She's even got her own plastic surgery shop now, so she can...
It's like YouTubers as well. Like, people film, like, their experiences doing it. And then especially, like, popular YouTubers, if they see that, then obviously young people are going to be like, oh, like, that's cool.
They're doing it, so I wouldn't do it.
Like, so many people at school now, you'll hear them be like, oh, like, I want to get my lips done and stuff like that, and they're literally in secondary school.
Literally everyone who talks about gets their lips done, and I know so many people.
Yeah, so do I.
Who are our age, like,
and
18,
then it's like
done.
that, and then it's like, okay, I've got that done. What next?
It's like gateway
What can I do now?
Yeah.
It literally is. People think, okay, now I want bigger, because they get used to themselves with that, and it's just like taking it to the extremes. When actually, I think we need to look at ourselves. No one actually looks like that.
Yeah.
Like, no one actually looks how all these girls.
And it's because they say that they haven't got anything done. Like, I only follow
like, remember
people
Kylie
who've
Jenner?
been,
She's like the biggest celebrity in the world probably at the moment, who everybody wants to look like. She denied having lip fillers for ages.
So does Demi Rose Morby.
Yeah.
She still says she hasn't got anything.
It's impossible to look like that.
Yeah.
I watched
Like, how?
Kylie Jenner's vlog the other day.
Yeah.
And I was literally like, how is that your life?
And that's another thing with all social media. If you're like YouTubers, they post that they're going out all the time, they're eating at nice places, they've got loads of friends, they've got amazing boyfriends, that they're always out doing fun stuff. When like the average viewer watches their videos, like it happens to me, I think, God, my life is boring.
Yeah.
Like I don't
they're
do
only filming
anything
it because it's exciting.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
we're only seeing what we get to see.
It's like everything in social media is like selected. Like, people post them going out and going on holiday. Like, no one posts a picture of them just sitting around in their pyjamas watching.
I literally did it the other week. I went out to London and I posted like my dinner, and then I went on
because you want people to look at you, and it's true. I do it. I'm guilty of it.
Wanted, like, it was just like we was going over. I forgot what it was called.
Everyone look at what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I was like posting it because I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like, not everyone gets to do this.
But then as well,
then when I got home, like, I didn't post me like brush my teeth.
Exactly.
Because nobody cares.
Exactly. And I always think it's actually sad. So many times, like, even when, like, we went to a festival last year, I feel like the whole time I was focusing on getting a good picture and taking. I wasn't enjoying the music.
This is the saddest thing that's ever happened to me. When I went to Shawn Mendes concert, when he was running past, best moment of my life, I watched it through my phone because I wanted to see that he was in the camera.
Exactly.
I watched it in my phone instead of looking at him with my real eyes.
We're not in
that's so annoying.
We're not in the moment anymore.
Yeah.
And it's really sad. Like, my memories, most things I remember is through my phone.
Yeah.
Like, looking back, I can hardly remember actually in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so weird how things like that are changing.
On the other hand, though, it is good that we can literally be like, I want to remember this, I'm going to take a picture of it, and it's there forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think
that is a good thing.
And social media does open a lot of doors for, like, young people to make money. Think of all the self-made, like, millionaires now, like Zoella. She's got a mansion.
She's in a media GCSE. People take their GCSEs on Zoella. And she literally used to film herself in a bedroom. Like, that's crazy.
It is good for creating opportunities and making money quickly for young people, but at the same time, it's like, it does come at a cost.
Mm-hmm. I think it's because it makes everything look easier, because the world just seems so much smaller, and you just think, you see all these people, but you only see the good parts, but you don't see that the majority of people aren't, like, doing that. So
and we get lost in it, and we forget.
Yeah.
We forget that that's actually not what they're doing every day.
Because no one's going to watch a video of someone literally, like, watching Netflix all day, are they?
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And we see, like, all these people with, like, really toned bodies, but then we don't see all of the hard work that it takes them in the gym or it takes to get to that point. And then they're posting pictures of, like, them eating burgers, and I'm like, how are they so skinny and they're eating a burger?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like another thing where they try and be relatable, as if to be like, I'm just like you, even though it's never like that. Like, Shane Dawson will post where he wears, like, really just horrible t-shirts with holes in them, and post pictures of his like beard dandruff, and he's like, oh, see, look, I'm just as quirky and I don't take care of myself, even though I'm a billionaire and I
live in a mansion. That leads on to students a little bit, you know,
because I feel like we always get told, like, if you work hard you're going to make it, but I don't think that's possible for everyone. When you think about only 1% of the population is like a billionaire, and then we're in the 99%, and they're like, if you work hard you'll be able to do it, and it's like,
the majority of YouTubers I watch literally dropped out of school. So then for someone who's
that
in
sets
school,
a bad example.
Yeah, for someone who's in school, they're like, why am I working hard, stressing on my GCSEs when these people haven't got GCSEs, but they're like billionaires?
Yeah, it's like I watch Jenna Marbles, and she, like, really stresses, like, go to school, get an education, like.
And I think the older generation as well, for people who are actually working hard, like for students, it's really, I think there's a lot of pressure on us to, like, work, socialise, be healthy, keep in contact with all your friends, keep up with all your studies. It's impossible to balance it. It's impossible.
And a lot of the time the older generation is like, oh, you're all just lazy, but it's actually, we don't have enough money as they did when they were our age, so we have to work, have friends,
double as hard,
go to school, and they, like, my stepdad, he works at, like, a really big graphic design company. He doesn't have any GCSEs, we never went to college or anything like that, and we would never be able to do that. Like, our generation could never just get
everything is like,
job.
if you don't have the grades, you might as well not even bother.
I'm thinking, if I don't get the grades that I get, then literally I can't go to arts and ethics. I'm going to go to Harlow College. And it's not that there's anything against Harlow College, but, like, that's where I want to go, and it's really teaching me. If I don't get that, then it's really downhill when I'm 16. But from there, like, I've already
it stresses you out from a young, like, even in year 9 we have to choose our options. And they're thinking, what career do you want? Choose your options to help you with your career. At the age of 15, 14, you don't know what you want to do with your life.
Even that.
I don't know what I want to do with your life.
11. I picked them options when I was probably about
13.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to know?
So outdated as well, because it's, when you think about it, people live a lot longer now. It was not like in the olden days where you had to pick your career or go into a job when you was 15.
You're running out of time.
You're running out of time, and you need to feed your family. You need to feed all your brothers and sisters. But now it's not like that. People have more money, but they have less money at the same time, because there's more
things to pay
out
for.
Their lives. There's more to pay for.
I feel like the older generations do say you're lazy, you're this, you're that, but they forget they either dropped out of school and, I don't know,
started
worked full
I
time.
started work when I was 13. Yeah, well, we can't. We have to be.
We
go to
can't.
school.
We're not allowed to do that, so we have to do both. You can't do either or anymore. You have to do it all.
It's so much harder now as well. Like, if I asked mum and dad for help with my homework, they'd be like, what the hell was that?
The grade boundaries are so different as well.
Yeah, even from when you went to school, things have changed so much.
Yeah.
It's so much harder. And it's like, when you go into A-levels especially, like, not to scare you, but it's like, you go into it thinking, oh, I'm only doing 3 subjects now, whereas before I was doing 11. But it's like, no, it's
I struggle and I do one subject. A-levels, I don't think I would have been able to cope. Everybody I've spoken to has been just so stressed.
It's like, I'm genuinely on the verge of a nervous breakdown.
Even, actually, that's a good point, leading on from that. I think in school we should be taught how to deal with financial strain, how to deal with, literally, like, manage it, like, life skills. People don't know how to, our generation especially, don't know how to deal with emotion. Everyone's so stuck to their phone, texting each other all the time. When you walk past somebody face to face, they don't know what to do. It's like head down, you're right.
Yeah.
When last night we was having a full-on conversation on Snapchat.
I know, when last night was FaceTiming, and now when I see you at school, it's like you don't even know me.
It's weird. Romance is definitely just basically non-existent at this point. Like, I don't really see anyone making effort for each other anymore. Like,
it's like how much you love each other is measured by how much you post of them on social media, or whether you comment on their picture.
Yeah,
it's like I've even found
Instagram official. What is that about? Basically, if you don't have an Instagram picture with your with your boyfriend or your girlfriend,
you're not together.
You might as well not be going out.
That.
Yeah,
but I've caught myself doing it before. Like, if I know that someone's in a relationship, because obviously they post about it. Say if they post just a selfie, and their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever doesn't comment on it, like, saying this is nice.
Like,
I think, they don't really like each other that much.
But, you know, we
get validation from social, like, likes, comments so much.
Yeah, I know.
It's crazy. Like, if you don't get enough comments on your picture, I think, oh my god, should I delete it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Instagram's a whole weird concept though. Like, you look at a picture of yourself and you're like, I like that, I'm gonna post it. You've got a profile full of your face, and like, obviously you post it because you think it looks nice.
Yeah.
Like, it's so what you said about romance. You know the band, like, Why Don't We?
Yeah.
You know Corbin and his girlfriend Christina?
Yeah.
She's a YouTuber and obviously he's in a famous band. But they don't post any pictures together when they're together at all. They don't even comment on each other's pictures, anything, because they want it to be private. They want it to be private because it used to be public, and all the time she'd be getting questions when she went on tour, like, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? Like, what are you doing with your boyfriend? And she was like, it's like down to me. So now people don't even know if they're together or they're not together because they never post about it.
Yeah.
People too.
I think that's how it should be because think marriages and relationships from, like, even our mums and dads and our granny and granddads and that, they have lasted years and years and years. And why is that? Because it's between the two of them.
Well, it's like our generation is a lot less religious and like we care. It's like weird because we care a lot more about what other people think, but at the same time it's less like I can go out with someone and like hold hands with them and kiss them in public and move in with them and not get married and like no one cares. But ages ago, like our mums and dads would have thought like we need to get married before we have a kid. Otherwise everyone's going to look down on us.
That's a good point actually. Do you think that social constructs have changed, or do you think that like actually have they changed? Like everyone is saying that they have, or do you think that there's still underlying?
Everyone's definitely like there's always like an underlying thing, especially with gender and whatever, but it's a lot less like something like Love Island. They all talk about getting together and like hooking up or whatever, like it's just normal and it's all casual, whereas before, probably not even that long ago, like 30 years ago, like people would have been watching that and been like, this is outrageous,
they openly
this
have
is
sex
disgraceful
on the show.
But that's just become normal for us.
Yeah, but some people don't think that's a big deal anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's two sides things. Some people think like, oh my god, I want to have sex with the person I do think people, this is completely off topic, but I do think people get a lot of pressure. Like some people from parents are literally like, oh my god, don't have sex till we get married.
Yeah, I think it's more of a parental thing. Yeah.
Because I think people actually care a lot about it, but at the end of the day, like, some people don't even think it's that much of a big deal. It's just changing.
Yeah. It's like marriage sort of has changed. Like I don't know many people who do actually get married. You see it all on like social media, like all these YouTubers getting married and whatever influencers, but like everyday people. All of my siblings have kids and none of them are married or have even thought about getting married.
But, and again, that's not really a big deal anymore. Yeah. Whereas like our granny and granddad, they would think that is like, oh.
A lot of it is how, like, because of feminism and stuff, we have the option now to be like, I want to have a job. I might have kids, I don't know. Like, I might get married. But before, probably like ages ago, our mums and granddads and whatever got married, like, because that's what they were supposed to do. Like our grannies.
To be honest, even if they didn't want to, doesn't really matter because you have to.
Our grannies were probably like, I can't get a job. I can't live off of being a secretary because that was the only job really women could get. So it's like I only need to get married to a man, have kids, and sort of otherwise
in that
how
regard,
am I going to survive?
That's a good positive that's come from this generation, I think.
Yeah.
But it's so expensive as well. Literally, like back then, they could like obviously
get married for a couple £100.
Get married
how much weddings cost?
There's so much stuff to it.
Weddings have become more of like a spectacle than like an actual thing of love.
Yeah.
Like I get everyone wants to have like a big nice wedding.
It's not about the marriage, it's about the wedding.
Yeah.
Like people are like, I want to get married. But do you actually want to get married? Or do you to your partner? Or do you just want to have
a big party?
It's all about you and you have all your friends there.
But then how would this like probably literally 3 of my friends out of like my 6 friends, 4 actually, parents have been together since they were 15.
Yeah, my mum met my her ex-husband when they were 15 and they literally got married and stayed together until she met my dad, so probably until she was about like in her late 30s.
It's a long time, isn't it?
They just met and got married because my mum told me that my nan was literally like, he's alright. He'll do. Just marry him so you can have a comfortable life.
Wow, isn't it crazy? That is so weird.
But I know that my mum, like, even though she's come from that generation, she would never say like, okay, you need to get married. Because she knows.
Probably because she's experienced it. She's probably thinking, no, Phoebe, you're fine.
Yeah, like she'll get a good job.
But like, how would that's literally like me now if I had a boyfriend, staying with him for the rest of my life. I think so with social media, if someone like my age is pregnant, it's like, oh my god, they were pregnant.
Yeah,
like
that's still that is still one thing that is a bit like taboo, like
it's weird how they say
teen pregnancy.
Yeah, it's weird because it's teen pregnancy, like when you're not married. But even now, like when we hear about people our age getting married, we're like, what?
Yeah, that's weird.
Getting married and having kids, because we have so much of our lives left.
Yeah,
before it was like, okay, get married and have kids quick because you're going to die in like 10 years.
You're going to die soon.
I just think if that was me, like, what the hell? Like, I haven't even finished school yet.
Imagine coming home to mum. By the way, me and Judd are getting married.
Yeah.
Everyone would be like, are you sure?
If you was like, Mum, I'm pregnant, Mum would literally be like, you're supposed to be going to university. Like, what?
I really
your
can't
life,
think of
like,
anything
they
worse.
say your life is over, but literally, like,
it is.
What the hell?
Well, thank you guys for that in-depth conversation. I hope you enjoyed this conversation, and I hope it opened your mind to some different ideas of how this generation is affected by social media. I've been your host, Millie.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. The Girl Guidance Podcast with Millie Burns.